Good morning, dreamers. We made it to Friday. So proud of you. It was tough going there for a little bit, wasn't it? I'm wearing my purple shirt for Epilepsy Awareness Day, and it reminded me that we need to be aware. We don't live with a condition like epilepsy on an everyday basis. We don't know. And often our worlds get very, very small. And so it got me thinking because I think about everything. And a friend had challenged me earlier this week. This friend has dedicated her life and has revamped her career in order to make space for this, but she's an educator and an awareness builder of everyday racism right here in the Waterloo region. And she wants to educate and share with people how important it is not to just not be racist, but to be actively anti-racist. And how do we do that? And um, we were talking about things that seemed good. And after last year's awful, awful incidences in the states and highlighting racism throughout the world, not just in the states, we Canadians sometimes get very self-righteous that we're better than that, but we're just as guilty. And when we say, I want to educate myself, and we go and we buy books, one, the question is, have we read them? Two, what impact have they had on our everyday life? And sometimes we can hide behind our knowledge. We can hide behind our understanding, our theoretical understanding, and we don't actually get out there and do. So I challenge you today because as I put my purple shirt on, I'm like, what exactly do I know about this condition that Becky lives with every single day of her life? Hmm. I know she has to be medicated or they'll take her driver's license away. As a single mom, she cannot risk that. That would be a huge stressor to me as a single mom. What happens if I lose my license? That would be detrimental to how I live and guide my children. There are many people that make it through life without a driver's license. I get that. But for how I live, for where she works, like it would be job limiting to many, many people. So, what exactly does having this thing cause in your everyday life? What exactly does being Black mean to your everyday life in a place like Waterloo Region? What does um, having chronic pain? What does having chronic mental illness? We don't know until we get our feet wet and actually get out there and meet people. Start asking them questions, even the people closest to us that we're wanting to promote knowledge for on their behalf. How much do we really know? And I have to admit that I don't know much about epilepsy. I know that it is a family situation when someone's having a seizure, and it can bring so much stress and fear and constant on guardness, right? And it that can bring a whole other realm of mental health issues when you're always on guard. How much do you know about the person you throw a few pennies to at the grocery store? Have you researched homelessness and the reasons why? Do you know why the person is constantly asking you for help or constantly ignoring you because of their alcoholism? Do you know? Part of dreaming is to see other people, to see outside of this, get a good view of things, and not just keep our little worlds safe and small. Do you know the gay couple down the street, or do you just wave and keep on going? It's not catching. Go say hello. Wear a mask. That's catching. But go talk to them. See how they are. Do you just have preconceived notions that they're just out of pride parades every single weekend, flaunting their bodies and being promiscuous with everything that comes their way? I don't know what your preconceived notions are. I know what mine are, and they need to be dealt with. But part of that is dreaming, seeing beyond. But we got to be careful as dreamers, not to just stop at dreaming. Get out there, get active. If you look at your pictures on your phone, right, you're scrolling through, if they all have white people, maybe it's time. And I don't mean go make a friend with an agenda, have a token black friend. That's not what I'm saying. But there are organizations, and if you need my friends, then give me a shout, and I'll let you talk to her. Like, I will put you in touch with her, and she can do some educating. It doesn't mean you have to be best friends with every single person that has something in their life that's different than you. I'm just saying, let's start to open up our eyeballs. If we are scrolling through our pictures on our phone and there's no white hair, maybe it's time to go adopt a senior. They're lonely and they need help and they need friends. They don't even need you to dust and vacuum. They just want you to listen to their story because their story is so important. Maybe you're scrolling through your pictures and there's no dark hair. There's no youth. There's no teenagers. They need excellent, excellent examples. So go find yourself a teenager and adopt them. Trust me, they're sick and tired of hearing from mom, so they would love to hear from you. And they would love to know your story. It would shock them, the stuff you've been through. What? Like, are you kidding? You hated high school too? I don't know. It just got me thinking. Purple, awareness. Awareness is one thing. Action is another. So maybe it's time to start to put those dreams into action. I don't know. I really don't know what it is for you. So take some time and dream. And I hope by now you know that dreaming equals prayer for me. Talk to the Creator and say, what do you want me to learn about? Do you want me to know more about the homelessness and go help with missions to the margins? What do you want me to do? And if you're in the local Waterloo region area and you're struggling and you're like, I have this thing, but I don't know, just send me a little note on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook. And I'm not going to solve the problem, but I can point you in the right direction because I have a lot of knowing of where things are. And hey, maybe together we can learn something new. You might be passionate and giving your money to a cause and honestly working towards something specific. Start to dream a little outside that. Doesn't mean giving all of your time and all of your money to something new, but start to see something beyond what you're used to. And don't start Monday. Weekend's a great time to start a new adventure. Do you know why she needs a cat? Or do you just assume she's a crazy cat lady? Sweet dreams, you guys. Have a good weekend.